What the hell? Nice. It's like the stigmatism of Asian food though. A lot of people just think like Chinese food should be cheap, but like the labor is still the same amount. Look at how silky and shiny that is though. It's like perfect chow club. Incredible.
This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Dimsum, a Chinese dining tradition that has been around for over 2,000 years. It started in the ancient tea houses of China, where travelers would stop for a warm cup of tea paired with some light snacks. And over time, dim sum grew in popularity, becoming a central part of Chinese culinary culture. However, despite its growing popularity, one thing remained constant: its price tag. Take dumplings for example. 4 shrimp dumplings at a typical dim sum restaurant costs anywhere between $3 to $6. And that is about the same price as a quarter pounder at McDonald's, not even including the fries or drink. So this begs the question, what makes dim sum so cheap? And does the price point affect its quality and taste? Well, today we're gonna find out. We've invited a master chef who happens to be my dear friend Eric to eat at one of Toronto's oldest dim sum tea houses, to find out what a master chef thinks of cheap Chinese food. And in the end of the video, we're gonna visit Eric's restaurant to see a master chef's take on this ancient dining tradition.
I mean, I've actually gotten better at cooking. Just saying.
Dude, you say that every time.
Yo,
I don't
just saying. Actually got better. Guys, look who we have back.
What's up?
For those of you who don't know, you want to introduce yourself?
Dude, come on, they should know. I'm Eric. I'm Canada's first master chef, owner of R&D restaurant and aKin restaurant now.
Eric, do you know what we're doing today?
We are trying some dim sum.
Wait, why are you always wearing a backpack?
I'm going to work after, man.
Oh, you still cook? Are you like the top chef there?
I'm the chef owner.
Do you want to hire me?
No.
First of all, is there a certain way to eat dim sum?
No, that's the kind of beauty of dim sum. You kind of get a whole bunch of things and you just free-for-all mini buffet. All right, siumai. Typical like wonton wrapper. Usually pork, shrimp, and pork fat inside. I usually like having this one with hot sauce. It's all about the texture of a good siumai. Like you should get that bounce, that succulence. Oh yeah, that's good.
In addition to eating, we're also going to be ranking every item that we have today on a tier list.
This to me is like an S tier because it's one item that is like you can't chintz on the meat. 90% filling and 10% wrapper.
Yeah. Siumai is always go to
Tier.
S for sure. Lopako.
Lopako?
Lopako.
Yo, come on, Eric, man. Where's the communal? Where's the use of the communal chopsticks?
Bro, I haven't used the chopsticks yet, man.
I actually don't know what the middle of it is.
There is usually like hamai or like dried scallop or dried shrimp. Sometimes it is kind of expensive ingredient, so they do cut it out. Predominant filling is just daikon and some rice flour. So on average, lopako in general, I would say would probably be like a B tier.
Next item.
Wugok.
Wugok.
So taro puff. So there's a chemical called ammonium bicarbonate, and above 40 degrees, it turns into carbon dioxide. Once it's cool, you mix in the ammonium bicarbonate, and then you fold your filling inside. Then when you deep fry it, it turns into carbon dioxide and gives you a nice, flaky, airy texture.
Let's go. Dude, it's savory.
You see what I mean though? Like very pasty.
That's pretty damn good.
This one I would rate probably personal preference, C. Just because I'm not a huge fan of the pasty texture. Yeah, char siu bao.
Char siu bao. All right.
All right. Let's just split this in half.
Okay.
So fluffy.
You want to describe this?
Smells sweet. No, it's like fluffy. I don't know. Char siu bao is one of the most famous dim sums out there. This is really good. This I would put in. I don't know. I would put this in an S tier.
S tier?
For char siu bao is a dish. Like everybody loves char siu baos.
This is also another item that a lot of people don't
order. So this is the same texture as a hamsugok, where it's like the glutinous rice flour. It's a little crispy, chewy. It's just a textural sensation. Yeah, these are bomb. I love these. I like the texture contrast of like the sesame seeds as well. Really good. I'm gonna finish this whole one.
Does it hurt you when to eat bad cooking?
It hurts me when I eat your cooking. Jindui, I would say, should be an A tier. All right, next on the list would be the haikim, or the crab claw. Okay. This is a super nostalgic one for me. I loved I don't know, there's just like sweet little savory lollipops. And then there should be some crab in the center.
How much percentage of this would you say this is actually crab?
Like 5%.
5% crab.
Yeah.
So it's like basically, this is just for aesthetics.
Yeah. All right, let's get in here.
You're not gonna dip it? Oh, you have a big mouth, man. Yo, this is a lot of crunch, man.
Yeah.
A lot of crunch everywhere.
I would put this dish at like a B tier. Next up would be the
What do we have?
Shaolong Bao. This one is another art because like folding these soup dumplings are extremely difficult
Yeah.
to get these pleats. I mean, this one, it's...
You gonna say it?
I think it's obvious it's frozen or done by a machine. But like, dude, these are hard to make, man. The fact that they're doing everything else in-house is already kudos to them.
Now you're just trying to be nice.
Yeah, they're not known for their soup dumplings.
Okay, so this one, honestly, this is an S tier to me. If you're just talking about Shaolong Baos.
So what do you love about a Shaolong Bao? Like the
It's
burst
just-
of soup in
it's
your
just-
mouth,
It's
right?
just amazing. It's like a warm hug to your
Yeah.
stomach and mouth.
Yeah. I would say a Shaolong Bao, when it's perfect, is easily an S, if not like S+. Crystal dumpling or the hargow. You can see kind of the art in the folding and the beautiful filling. But yeah, this is gorgeous.
Cheers.
S. This has to be an S. Hargow has to be an S.
What else is there on the table to try?
Next up would be the Chiang Fan. Look at how silky and shiny that is though. And translucent. It's like perfect Chiang Fan. This is when you know they do it in-house. That's why this place has lasted so long. It's a respect. I don't know, when you see this, you can see all the labor that goes into dim sum. And I think dim sum overall is pretty, underrepresented. A lot of people have this misconception of like, oh, dim sum has to be like cheap.
Yeah.
Cheap. But like when you take a look at everything that's going around, this is as much work, if not more, as like Italian restaurants, the ones that do pasta, the ones that do raviolis. This takes just as much time, but I don't know why raviolis can be charged like 4x the price of dim sum. I think dim sum can definitely be more expensive.
But the thing is, do you think they'll lose a huge chunk of their customer base?
For sure, because if you look around here, the majority of the demographic is old school Asian. The second you increase the price, the old school Asians can be like, oh man, dude, I've been paying these prices for like X amount of years.
Yeah.
Why is it suddenly like increasing?
Do you think the Asian people should just genuinely spend more on their own cuisine?
I think Asians want to support each other, but at the end of the day, the Asians will just look at their wallet. They just want to haggle, and they want the best bang for their buck. Man, their Chiang Fans are really good here.
Huh?
You don't think that's a good Chiang Fan?
I mean, it's a good Shaolong Bao, but I wish there was a little more filling in my portion.
Bro, you get one shrimp per bite. What more do you want? So greedy, man. So now we have the black bean spare ribs. This is a classic.
Ooh, this is a classic.
Absolute classic.
I was gonna give this to you, but I didn't use a Camino's thing. Oh, it fell apart. That's a good black.
I swear Edward tried making this for me once, right?
It looks kind of crusty. It's like a stain on the side.
PTSD, I just remembered. Like all the flashbacks came back. This one is a seafood garlic fried rice, I suppose.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a little bland. I would say like a A tier.
Yeah.
Fried rice should be an A tier.
I agree. Okay, what are we working with here? What are the 3 items that we ordered for dessert?
So, dao fu fa is like a tofu with a simple syrup, usually a little bit of ginger.
Not gonna lie, this is one of those items that if I brought my phone friend here, I would not order because it kind of looks like just something that's been sitting in the fridge for a while. It's a
Yeah,
very
I guess
niche
pretty
item.
nostalgic. Kind of like a panna cotta though, dude. It's like a set custard, set with like gelatin.
Yeah, this is exactly like dojang.
It is dojo. Soy milk this is soy milk, dude. It's just set, man. Personally, like a C.
Yeah,
It's pretty weak in terms of a dessert and what it actually does for you.
yeah, it doesn't really
But it's
taste
just like a
anything.
nostalgic thing. For people who like it, they like it.
Next up, we have what is it called?
Osmanthus jelly with goji berries. Let's take a little nibble on this. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not bad.
It's not bad.
It's sweet.
Looks like Jello. It's literally like Jello with like get some goji berries in it. I would put this as well as a C.
It's like a fruit cup.
I know one. This one I actually like this one. A
This
Lao
one?
Sa Bao. Lao Sa is like translates to liquid sand. So it's usually made with the salted duck egg.
Oh, is it custard?
The yolks,
Yellow
yeah.
custard.
This one should ooze out when you bite into it.
Oh, yes.
If it doesn't, then it might be a Shaolong Bao, but the milk one. Is it custardy?
Bro, oh my God. Can we show this on camera? Are you looking? Look at that. It's like lava.
Oh yeah.
This is the one. Okay, I take back everything I
goated.
said. It is goated. Oh my God.
This has to be like S for me.
This is S. I agree.
Who wouldn't love this?
We're done with traditional dim sum. We are going to make our way now to
Something even better than dim sum.
That's right, making a website with Squarespace. Now, I know you guys heard this a million times before, but Squarespace supports our channel financially and makes all these videos possible. But do you know what else they make possible? That's right, making a beautiful website. Let me show you how. And Squarespace made this so much easier with their new feature, Design Intelligence, a cutting-edge AI technology to help you build a personalized website tailored to your unique needs. Just to prove it to you, I'm gonna build a website from scratch to show you how simple it is. All you need is to fill in the title of your website, then pick a brand personality. This is where the AI comes in. Design Intelligence will select a unique set of colors, fonts, and a tone for your brand. The best part is that it's fully customizable. You can choose a color palette that suits your brand, a font pairing, and bam, there you have it. Your very own fully customized website with just a few clicks. Now you have a website, you'll need a way to collect payments. That's where Squarespace Payments comes in. It's a quick and easy way to manage your payments fully integrated into your store. And the best part is all major credit cards are accepted, along with popular methods like Klarna and ACH. But now what if you need to invoice your clients or suppliers? Well, Squarespace has that covered as well. They have a fully integrated invoicing tool for your convenience so you can focus on what's important, growing your business. Now, I know you guys are thinking, Mike, this all sounds way too good to be true. So that's why I got you guys a free 2-week trial so you can trial Squarespace risk-free. Plus, if you continue to use Squarespace after the trial, you'll receive an additional 10% off on your future subscription. So what are you waiting for? Go make that dream of yours come true by using Squarespace to make your website. Just use our link in the description box below to get started. And now, back to the video.
Let's go.
Welcome, Mike.
So,
What a day. So aKin, first of all, we're a tasting menu only restaurant, but essentially it's like a 2.5 to 3 hour dining experience. We do change our menu quite frequently. So this is our 5th menu since we opened in end of November. This one is the dim sum inspired menu. So as I mentioned before, my grandfather was a dim sum chef. He's a huge reason as to why I became a chef. And that's why the K is capitalized in aKin. His name's Kin Hung-ing, so he's a huge inspiration. And I wanted to kind of give this menu as an homage to him and my roots.
whoa! I don't even recognize any of the things.
So starting you off with course number 1.
Okay.
We do have our dim sum inspired menu. Now we always do 10 courses and we would like to ease guests into our concept. So our concept is about trying to create the bridge between non-Asians and our culture. So we always try and make dishes that, you know, people can kind of form a reference to. And as we progress throughout the menu, it'll look further and further away from what traditional dim sum is perceived as. So starting off, you have a miniature char siu bao. As you saw earlier, we hand roll all the buns daily. The char siu itself is Iberico secreto. So Iberico pork is like the most premium pork you can buy. It's from Spain. It's these wild black boars. We brine it, we marinate it, we slow cook it for 2 hours, finish on the charcoal grill. Our wu gok, made fresh daily as well. Inside has a pad gras prao filling, so it's a like Thai spicy basil beef with a little bit of a dehydrated kimchi powder on top. Our siu mai, it's a bit hard to modernize, so we just tried to make it as best as possible, using Iberico pressa, some pink shrimp, lardo instead of pork fat, and then I always love to have siu mai with hot sauce. So we've done some hot sauce pearls on top.
This is
instead
not
of
roll.
tobiko. Yeah.
It's not roll.
And then we finish on the charcoal grill, and then our modern lo bako. So instead of your turnip cake, we did a ha mai sabayon, some lapcheung, and then the daikon that's thinly sliced and compressed in conpoy stock. And then dim sum's not complete without some tea. So you always have a little bit of tea. So this is a martini, emphasis on tea.
Okay.
So this one's meant to be used as a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
Kind of in between all of these, since this is more like sweet, tart, and all of these are quite umami. No particular order, this is just for your hands afterwards.
Okay, I
Please don't eat
thought
it.
this was marshmallow. I'm gonna begin with this right
Yeah,
now.
one bite.
One bite. I'm really looking for the taste here. Wow. So the bun actually tastes exactly like a mantou. The char siu, it actually tastes really similar to also a char siu. Did you glaze it? Like,
Yeah, it's glazed, but we just use the best pork.
so
Chinese
all
roast
the
liqueur.
flavors are preserved.
Yep.
Right? I can really taste that.
Yeah, as I mentioned, we want to ease you in. So as we progress throughout the menu, it won't taste anything like traditional dim sum, but you'll have remnants of where the inspiration came from.
Yeah, and honestly, one thing about it too is when it's in smaller bites, you can actually appreciate the flavor a little more. That was good. Wow. Oh yeah, I'm gonna cleanse my palate with this martini. So we're gonna go for this deep fried taro puff. Remember what this looked like? This actually looks really similar.
And the difference with ours is you have like none of the taro pastiness.
That is good. Like, it's so crispy.
Yeah.
I don't really like bulgogi. I think the reason why is usually the inside is very dense and pasty. If you hadn't told me that this is kappa on the inside, I would have not guessed. All right, next up we have is the sumai. Wow. Same beef used here. Iberico pork.
Same pork.
Sorry.
It's a different cut. This is the pressa. The other one is secreto.
It's very, very different. But like you said, the flavors are there. It's like everything is elevated. And then this is the lobagao, which is completely different.
Yeah, so what I like about a lobagao is like a really crispy sear. Like instead of just it being like soft, I really like that like hard sear. So to try and emulate that, we did the cone, which gives you that nice crisp crack, and then you still get the flavors of like a hamai, lapchang, and daikon.
Is there any particular way to eat it? On one bite or?
Yeah, you can one bite it.
I don't know if I can fit this
Yeah,
long thing in my mouth. Can you?
Yeah.
If you can, then I can. Cheers. I can taste the shrimp. The more I chew it, the more it becomes lobagao in my mouth. But I'm just very shocked how you got the exact flavor and consistency and the exact feeling that you would get eating a lobagao in the form of a cone.
Great. I'll get the next ready and maybe hook you up with a cocktail as well. Yeah.
Okay. Oh shoot, there's a ball. Can I guess? Can I guess what this dish is?
Yes.
Of all the ones that we had today?
Yeah.
This is not a hargow for sure.
Cool.
This is not a...
What ball do we have?
Oh, sesame ball. This is the sesame ball?
Sesame ball.
No sesame on top though.
No sesame on top. So what we did was, you know, I milled our own sesame flour.
Yeah.
So like every day we use mortar and pestle to grind sesame into a flour, and then we make a ball out of that. So it's technically a sesame ball. However, the batter is predominantly made out of the sesame flour.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bite and then show you the essential. Oh, I didn't get any caviar, but it's just so chewy. The only thing that is similar in terms of flavor is you can taste a little bit of the sesame, but once you get in the inside, it's like seafood.
I think it's cooler that you can't see the sesames. I think kind of if anybody were to do a play on jindui, they would make it look like sesame. So I want to do a few things unpredictable.
Damn, this is so good. Treat me so nice now, eh?
You're a guest now.
I really enjoy how the fact that Eric like preserves all these same flavors. Thank you. This is the crab claw.
It is.
I see it. Oh,
How's the cocktail?
I'm feeling it. It's good.
The one thing I didn't like about the original one is that you can't eat everything, right? So we have a custom little mold that we spread a lobster mousse into to get that claw shape. Then we wrap it with a shrimp and Dungeness crab farce. This one's meant to be used with hands, you dip, or some people like to spoon on the mayo.
No, I'm just gonna use my hands and dip.
Get in there, dude.
No, the dip is so good. This dip is so good.
Yeah.
I wish you guys can like taste it like behind the camera. Cherry. I just want to dip the whole thing in. It's like an explosion of flavors in my mouth. Is this part of a kind of a goal to destigmatize the idea that Chinese food can only be made cheaply, or you know?
I don't think I'm trying to fight that Chinese food doesn't have to be cheap, but it's definitely an uphill battle being deemed as like a Chinese restaurant or Asian restaurant, because everybody's like, oh, why would you ever pay that much for Asian food? Like I hear these rumors like, oh, people never pay like $2.25, $2.75 for dim sum.
Yeah.
That's why it's a dim sum inspired menu, right?
That's why you had to drill it.
I'm not claiming to be a dim sum restaurant. I just take inspiration from dim sum because my grandfather was a dim sum chef.
Yeah.
It was a good homage to him, as well as like everybody can relate to dim sum, and that's the whole purpose of aKin. We want people to have a sense of relation to the dish. On to the next one.
Holy sh! Don't tell me this is Shaolong Bao. This is XLB?
This is the Shaolong Bao.
It looks nothing like a Shaolong Bao.
The top one is the Shaolong Bao itself. Like a little bit of molecular gastronomy. The technique's called spherification. So essentially mixing gluconolactate with a really intense pork broth, like our Shaolong Bao broth, like ginger scallion, hua diao wine, sesame oil, seasonings. We mix it with gluconolactate, and then here he has a bath mixed with sodium alginate. And when the two interact, it'll create a thin casing, slowly melting the frozen sphere. That will then become our Shaolong Bao. At aKin, we also offer a cocktail pairing. So since we're doing a sphere for the Shaolong Bao, we also do a sphered cocktail. So
this is a cocktail?
Yeah, it's inspired by a Singapore sling. You have like some gin, Benedictine, Grand Marnier, some acidulated tea, and then like a tropical green tea as well, to try and emulate pineapple juice.
So this is just liquid inside?
It's just liquid, yeah.
I'm just gonna go in. This looks nothing like a Shaolong Bao, by the way, but this is one of my favorite dishes. I'm just saying Shaolong Bao. Dude, that was incredible. You know what I was doing? I was swishing it in my mouth to see if it's gonna burst, like just with the pressure of my tongue, and it kind of stays firm. But then as soon as you bite it, the whole thing just pops apart.
So it's like the thinnest skinned Shaolong Bao you'll ever have.
Holy shit. Nah, I mean, I will order 12 of these to go. I've never experienced something like this. I've never popped anything in my mouth.
Never had an explosion in your
Never
mouth.
had an explosion in my mouth, so.
All right.
What is, oh, this is like the little auspicious red thing.
This is to emulate a dim sum basket.
Oh, really? Are we good? That's a hargow.
That's our crystal dumpling.
Oh my God, I don't even want to touch it. Oh, dried rice all around. Look at that. Okay, I'm just gonna go one bite it, man. This is incredible.
I'm gonna have a little spoon of broth too. Chase it down.
I get what you mean when you say like, the more you go on, the less it becomes like the flavors, similar to dim sum. This is, I don't even know what I'm tasting. I don't think I've ever had foie gras, but this sauce is incredible. I can taste the mushrooms though. It's like beyond what I thought it was gonna be, like out of this world, man. Oh my God, what am I looking at? It's half the...
This one is the Changfun.
Oh.
Customary to pour soy sauce tableside. So in here we have a soy dashi split with a tamale butter. So you get that little nice vibrant orange.
Like obviously this looks very different from a Changfun.
I would recommend like 3 mouthfuls. So like every mouthful should be lobster, kohlrabi, and Changfun.
What are your brainstorming sessions like? What do you guys just do?
Long, bro.
Are you sure?
Long, yeah.
Because I can taste the Changfun outside, and I can also taste this, which is crunchy. How do you even come up with this?
I don't know, man. We're just dope. Like, what do you want me to say? It takes time.
Holy shit, man.
What is this one?
This is, you blew me out of the water, because a lot of these ingredients are lobsters in the water, and then you blew me out of the water. That's good. Whoa, this looks like a very Western dish, yo. But I know what this is, though.
What is it?
This has to be the ribs, like the inspired off the ribs, right?
Dao Si Pai Guat.
Dao Si Pai Guat. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna. So this is a Japanese, no, American.
American Wagyu.
American Wagyu.
Get in there, dude. Try the rib on its own. See how tender it is. And flavorful. And succulent.
Now I'm gonna get a little bit of what's this? Eggplant? Eggplant with bone marrow or eggplant with the hot sauce?
Hot sauce is good, man. Yeah, we ferment our chilies for 2 weeks.
Yeah, this is great. I would say, however, this is very similar. It's kind of like plated like a Western steak. You know, you cut it, different other things. Save the carb for last. Am I right?
Your final savory.
Oh shoot! Oh man! Oh, I thought these were rice grains, but
They are rice grains.
No, they're
All
not.
of our plates are custom made. This one is our Beifeng Tong Chao Fan. Typhoon Shelter Fried Rice.
Whoa.
Inspired.
Oh my God, this looks fantastic. So good. Before we get to the next desserts, I have a few questions from our patrons. Okay, so we have a community called the Ihei Gang. We have a section of the video which is a Q&A section, which allows our fans to kind of interact with our guests. And we got 2 questions from our patron. Okay, so Henry asks, I saw that Eric opened his new restaurant a couple of months ago and always wondered what he had on the menu. This will be an interesting video. Now, this is the question. The question is, ask him how he comes up with the idea for his fancy dim sum as well, please. They want to know what the process is like.
What the process is like? Well, it always starts with the concept, how you can elevate it with what ingredients or what techniques, and then how you're going to plate it, and is it still true to what it was inspired by?
That's what I was going to ask
End of the day, it has to still be true to what it's inspired by. So the siumai, obviously, those ones are easy. But the qiangfen, does the qiangfen represent qiangfen fairly? You still get the texture of seafood, the bounce, you still get the silky, chewy noodles, and you still get soy.
Yeah.
So to me, that's still a fair thing to call qiangfen, although it looks completely different. I would say the biggest stretch would be the sesame ball.
Okay, yes.
I think the sesame ball is kind of the one that is furthest away.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's the most predictable. The element of something unexpected is equally as important. So like, nobody would expect me to make a sesame flour and incorporate it into a beignet and completely change the texture. Like, is it still a sesame ball? No, but technically it's a ball made of sesame. Yes. And I think that's pretty funny. Like,
technically it's a sesame ball.
Yeah, but it's just not a jjindo. So like, there's so many different ways you can go about it. And I just want to have that balance of like tradition, modern, exciting, surprising. I love having an open kitchen. I love having the chef counter. I like interacting with guests. And I'm confident about my food. So like, when I see people eat my food, of course it brings me joy.
So what I got from that is that I bring you joy. All right, so the next question is from Caroline, and she asks, can you ask him what he thinks the future of Asian fine dining is? I know my Asian friends are very value conscious and don't really like to go to expensive Asian food places, so I'm wondering if that affects Asian fine dining scene as a whole.
Even from an Asian, it's you still have that stigmatism of like, Asian food shouldn't be expensive, and that's always a challenge. Fine dining as a whole is a lot more than just the food. It's about the storytelling. It's about the narrative. It's about the experience as a whole. And I feel like overall, it's harder for Asians to appreciate that all those other factors. When Asians come in to eat, they come in to eat. They don't care about what you have to say. They just care about eating and the food on the plate, which is fine. You don't care about the glassware. You don't care about the custom plates. You don't care about the ambiance. They just come and they're just like, I want good food. I want to eat it. Although the food's good, a lot of the value in this is the interaction. If we always have this cloud of like, Asian food should be cheap, like affordable, we're never gonna get out of this hole. Like we just need to open our minds up. Like we do the same things that other fine dining restaurants do. It just happens that we are featuring the food that I love to make.
Oh, there's one pre-dessert and one dessert?
And then petit fours.
What the hell's
3 dessert courses. We'll get there.
3 dessert, okay.
So this one, can you guess what is it inspired by?
Oh, the tofu dish. The soy tofu dish, right? Like the...
Yes, tofu fa.
Tofu fa.
Translates to tofu flour.
This is so much better than that.
Yeah, I know.
The thing that we had this morning, man. This is my jam.
Yeah, refreshing, light, very easy to eat.
Yeah. Do you make these desserts not too sweet? Like they're like a
Well, for
Asian
pre-dessert,
dad
it should never
standard?
be too sweet.
Okay.
Like pre-dessert should be more on the acidic side, more light. It's more to refresh your palate, right? As you head into the sweet portion.
I am refreshed already. This is good. Oh, this is the one. I saw this one being made.
So we've done a milk tea coffee, or sorry, a milk tea ice cream with a coffee cake. There's different layers and textures of coffee with like a tea caramel inside.
This one first or this one first?
They work together, but you can try that ice cream first. We use that vanilla rooibos.
Can we like show the camera? Look how...
There's different layers. Hold on, you gotta do it in the next bite. There's like a coffee caramel, little sponge, yeah. And then now you have it with all of them. Center, ice cream, and have the true yin yang experience.
Dude, this is incredible. Might be my favorite all-time chocolate mousse cake. Okay, what is this?
All right, so there's very few sweets we can choose from when you come to dim sum.
Yes.
I think the only one we're missing is dantat. But so this one's inspired by lao sa bao. This one's inspired by lao sa bao is like the liquid sand custard. Yeah. This one is inspired by the goji berry osmanthus jelly.
Oh no.
This one's inspired by red bean soup.
Okay. Oh.
This one's inspired by mango sago.
I love this custard man. It's so good. And then finally, it's the
Jelly.
jelly.
Chinese gold ingot.
Ingot.
Yeah.
It's the ingot. See it? Better than what we had. It
Yeah.
actually tastes like something.
That's it, man. You just had aKin's whole tasting menu. How do you feel?
I really, really liked it. And I think that going through each flavor, having you explain it, and even watching the process of how it's made, gives me a newfound appreciation to what dining is, right? It's not just about food value and, you know, am I getting my money's worth? It's more about the experience, craftsmanship, and the artistry that goes behind it.
You know, a lot of people say it, but yeah, I genuinely don't think there's another restaurant like this in Toronto. Because we're the only ones doing, you know, Asian food.
Yeah.
Classic Chinese.
With Asian
Cantonese,
flavors.
With Asian flavors,
Right.
just done in a modern fine dining setting. So it is quite unique to us. Of course, it's going to take a while for people to get accustomed to it, but it's something that I'm super proud of.
Yeah.
Okay, so our filling has foie gras, yellowfoot mushrooms, and chicken. Yeah, that's why we call this one a crystal dumpling, because you always have like a translucent steamed dumpling, right?
You're doing the whole thing?
Yeah.
The whole thing?
Yeah.
Like not just 2 lines?
The whole thing, bro.
The question is, what hold its shape after you steam it? Or
Yeah.
whatever you do.
Okay, that's one.
That's one.
That's one.